Weird items teachers confiscated. According to Reddit. Number 23. Not a teacher, but in the 3rd grade, the teacher had to confiscate all the origami cranes in the room because one kid decided to make and sell them at $0.25 a piece. Gotta keep these young entrepreneurs down, you know what I'm talking about? He got caught when he started selling them on the playground, and ain't a damn thing wrong with that. People like what you putting out, you want to charge a little bit of something. Teacher gotta come in and just squash it. Oh, I couldn't do nothing more than do teaching, so you can't either. I thought it was fucked up that we had to give up all the paper cranes in our desks, but we didn't get our quarters back. I named mine Swan and was very sad to see her go. These kids out here paying their hard-earned lunch money, and you're confiscating their cranes. This is how supervillains get started, you know? And they show up to school ready for that business, and you're confused. Oh, I couldn't have seen this coming. What an unprecedented attack. Please. Y'all should have known. Y'all should have known. You know, I hope nothing like this happened to y'all. Okay? I'm not trying to be cute. I'll have you know, before this list began, a portion of my consciousness was confiscated by a phantom teacher. Cracking a figurative ruler somewhere. I got to deal with this bullshit, you know what I mean? I'll never forget. I could probably be an artist right now if I didn't get fed up after enough of my shit was confiscated when I was drawing in class. You know? Didn't get held back in any of the pussy ass grades, so it's not like, you know, I was missing out on vital information at any point, but you damn skippy, a bunch of my folders that I was drawing stuff in got confiscated. You know, this was when Pokemon was like huge, first generation. I mean, the Pokemon were just incredible. This was when Dragon Ball Z was huge, and I was drawing some stuff. And it's not like I didn't have an eye either. You know what? You know, some kids, they draw some stuff and it's like, oh my God, look at the proportions. The eyes are too small. Why is the ear so big? What's going on with the size of the head in reference to the body? You know, no, Kyle had an eye. So I knew how to make something match the way that it's supposed to fucking look. A lot of these things that I was drawing, I was very proud of because they looked like they might as well have been traced. And I would organize them into something in the way of scenes. So, you know, it would be like a big image with a bunch of Pokemon, a bunch of, you know, heroes posed in interesting ways. Am I bent out of shape about it? Apparently. I guess I'm reliving it right now. But the bottom line is, here comes some teacher trying to squash some shit because they salty with their bitch ass. But they got what was coming to them. And here's hoping you all had a wonderful day. Super villains, man. Number 22, okay? Plastic spoons. Hundreds of them. I still don't know why, but one grade 5 kid came to school with his backpack stuffed with spoons. Nothing else was in his backpack. Not even his lunch. He hung it on his back. No, he hung it on the back of the chair and pulled out the spoon and was fiddling around with it instead of doing any work. So I took the spoon away. They took my spoons away. 10 minutes later, he has another one. So I took that too. 10 minutes later, he has a third. Here I am. Here I stand, a plastic spoon is in my hand. All I wanted to be is a guy with a plastic spoon beside me. But you took my spoons away, so I I'm sorry. I took that. Look, 10 minutes later, this guy's got another spoon. You can see the pattern here. So I finally opened a backpack and I saw him grab the 6 or 7 spoon and the bag was just full. Obviously, the teacher had to call home since he had no lunch. If you could see my fucking face, what does it mean? What does it mean? He had no lunch. Do you eat lunch? I'll look it up. Don't test me. Here we go. Do you eat lunch? Oh, bro, I'm not asking for a place to eat lunch. Jesus Christ. I hate you. Give me my memes. Always. Oh, it's do you want lunch? Do you want lunch? Oh, anyway, look. John Travolta, you crazy. Y'all wild, man. Y'all cults. Which cult is that again? Who's responsible? Oh, it's Scientology. Okay. All right. It's right in the tags there, so we know. Pretty cool. Oh my God, I feel like all over the place tonight. Jesus, I apologize. Gwen says my friend brought a live grenade to school. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's not cool. Don't bring grenades to school, kids. Oh yeah, don't do it. No, don't do it. Not yeah. Oh no. I finally opened the kid's backpack. There's spoons in there. Had to call home because he had no lunch. Mom comes, looks at him with just resignation and says, "Why? Bitch, why? You ask me why? She took my spoons away," as she hands him his lunch. He shrugged, grinned, and walked back to class. Mom is clearly used to it and has learned to go with the flow. Now listen, I understand that, some things you shouldn't have at school, but it's like, wait, you can't just decide that something is disruptive, because some things are only as disruptive as you make it. What's this dude and his plastic spoons got to do with you? How are you going to decide that a bunch of plastic cranes are disrupting the class enough that if I see another one of these plastic spoons or paper cranes, you're all going out the damn window. I'm sick of it. Making money? I ain't making no damn money. This kid made more money in one class. Okay, number 21. Okay, we really need to get through this. Former teacher here. Wasn't part of the initial apprehension, but it was part of the follow-up investigation. Like, how are you going to take something you can communicate in 3 sentences to us and stretch it into a novel? The weirdest thing was a bag of turtles. A bag of them? Who trusts a kid with that? The kid caught a bunch of turtles. Impressive. He caught a bunch of the little salmonella-filled red-eared sliders at a local pond on his way back to school. We had a turtle black market at school by noon, and by the end of the day, the principal had a dozen in a bowl in his office. He got caught because a terrible smell was reported coming from his locker. The janitor opened it up. Must have been like a Cowboy Bebop episode with the fridge. And there was just a bag of turtles in that bitch. The rest of the day was spent tracking down the ones that had already been sold. You'll never find all those turtles. At least 2 of them evolved into a war turtle. And you had some pretty gnarly Pokemon trainers on your hand, ready to fight for their right to party. I said it, I did it, I did the thing. Moving on. Number 20. Instant pudding. You gonna find a problem with everything in this list. My student was mixing it in a large Cool Whip container using milk from lunch. Do you want lunch? See, I know it now. Right in the middle of a lesson on Macbeth. You come to me in the middle of my Macbeth lesson asking me. I'm sorry. to mix some instant pudding in this Cool Whip container. It's got all the right beats for a killer movie, bro. Do the Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Number to 19. 19 tonight. 219. Not a teacher, but my wife is. Several years ago, she was teaching 2nd or 4th grade, and the kids were instructed to have their snack time. She stepped over the door to talk to another teacher. She stepped over to the door, forgive the dyslexia, to talk to another teacher while the kids ate. One student came over and tattled that another student had a snack that he should not have. Pussy ass bitch. Snitcher in their class. My wife scolded the tattler for tattling. Snitch ass bitch. But the kid was insistent. The wife decided to check, and the other kid had legit cracked open a Bud Light for snack time. Damn. When it's certainly too early to try to crack open one with the boys. Too early in your life. 2nd and 4th grade. Damn. How did you even get that out of your trailer park? Wait a minute. That's not cool. If you are drinking enough beers that there's a chance that your young child is seeing you and wanting to emulate that behavior, all you gotta do is put something really nasty in the bottle one day and be like, hey, you wanna try it? This is my medicine. That'd be such an awkward situation if they get caught and they go, oh wow, that's what my daddy drinks his medicine out of. He drinks every day out of this medicine bottle. And people be like, what? What did he say? Number 18. An entire menagerie of living insects. One afternoon, my class decided that they should see how many bugs they could capture and keep alive in my classroom. Wait a minute. So they're like opening and closing the door really quick. In my classroom. The next day I returned. Yeah, this is getting great. The next day I returned from covering lunch duty in another part of the school, and I noticed that one of the cubbies had paper towel taped over the front like a curtain. Before I could investigate, I noticed several Tupperware containers holding or hiding in the desks. Dozens of worms, many assorted beetles, uncounted ants, 4 bees, a wasp, 4 bees. Most upsetting, several flies that were crazy glued to index cards, and their wings had been removed. Oh. You got a couple of serial killers in here. I thought it was going to be funnier, like, you know, they were just throwing them in the room, and the woman would come back just like, oh, seems oh my God, oh no, the wasps and the bees and the flies, but they can only walk because their wings have been clipped by these tiny sociopaths. These kids are crazy.
Now you'll know what it's like to walk. How long have we wanted to fly, but we were told we can't conquer the skies. We were told we can't, and so we shall. We will make you like us.
And the flies are like,
what the fuck, man?
I'm sorry. Why did it need to go to the flies' perspective? You have to wonder. As we go to number 17, not a teacher, but if you were to ask her, this would probably be the weirdest thing. Various vegetables. You out here confiscating vegetables from kids. You better explain this. She was super strict about no phones and would check at the slightest sign that you might have your phone. As half protest, half prank, we began our shenanigans. A girl's family member passed away and was texting on her phone about it to other family members. The teacher took her phone. You should have took her will to live, kids. Put these teachers in their place. You dirty bitch. Oh, God forbid she text following a death in her family. Why are you taking it out on these kids just because nobody loves you, teachers? Nobody's... What? This ain't about some kids. It's about the situation. Y'all gotta factor in the context. Yeah, sometimes there's gonna be excuses, but a motherfucker just died. You know what I'm talking about? A motherfucker just died. If this is legitimate and can be proven. But you're a kid and you're in class. Nobody's gonna listen to you. You wanna know what's worse than a parent when it comes to kids? A fucking teacher. Because the teacher doesn't care if they're wrong. They need to flex authority. That's all that matters to them. They haven't had that anywhere else in their sorry, sad little fucking lives. You know how many well-adjusted teachers there are? Like 7. And out of those 7, like 6 of them are fucking the kids. And that's part of why they're adjusted in a way where they don't need to flex authority over all of the bastards. And some of them do need to flex because that's like part of their kink. You know what I mean? It's gross. It's weird. It's fucked up. But this is why we should be glad that we made it out of school without encountering too many more creeps than we already did. Am I implying that oh my God? It couldn't have been like this. The flashlight on my phone was on, but I don't remember turning it on. And that's not good. Oh no! How long could that have been on? Shit. There should definitely be a timer that makes that go off after a certain amount of time. Whatever. What was I talking about? Not all teachers are bad guys. But some of them are. Shit. So, listen, we began bringing in potatoes, celery, carrots, tomatoes, and other vegetables. We would smuggle them into class and then hold them under our desks and make it look like we were texting. She kept trying to catch us, but then just thought we were weird. This goes on for at least a week. Finally, she insisted. There was a zero tolerance policy against vegetables. So we switched to fruit. So for a few weeks, she was constantly confiscating various fruits and vegetables. We finally stopped when it wasn't as fun anymore, and she wasn't ever quite as strict about phones after that. These kids conditioned a teacher, and God bless her. By inches, they conditioned this teacher and made it so, yeah. You're going to be all right with it. One way or the other. Soli Shokai says, I had a friend once. She was cool until I did a voice, and then she never spoke to me again. Damn. We all can't help but wonder what the voice sounded like. But then Soulless Yokai goes on to say, she said I was the devil, I believe. But what did that? But was it the voice that made her feel this way? You know. Some of us want to use a voice that has a different effect on not just women, but like people around us. We want to use a voice that makes them go, "Oh yeah, I had my doubts about you, but now, man, I feel like I never want to let you go. I never want to give you up, you know. Never want to let you down. Never want to run around or." Number 16, a whole salami. See? Teachers can't keep their hands off these kids. Get your hands off the kid's salami. The kid kept walking over to his backpack and sticking his face into it, taking secret bites without me noticing. I noticed, all right. Number 15, bro. Whoa! It is just getting, mercy. Lordy Lord, now, child. What am I supposed to do? Number 15, panties. They had fallen out of a girl's gym bag. What does it have to do with you? What does it have to do with you? They had fallen out of a girl's gym bag. Okay. When I came into the room, what in God's name, is happening in this list? When I came in the room after standing duty in the hall, 3 boys were flinging them back and forth across the room. Never a dull moment. Did I need to put an age restriction on this damn list? Number 14, a girl had about 50 plastic spoons in her pocket. I've got something in my front pocket for you. Why don't you reach down in my pocket and see what it is? Grab right onto it, it's just for you. Give it a little squeeze and find plastic spoons. She stripped. Oh my God. She tripped. Lord Jesus help me. She tripped and Tay all fell out. That's what it says. We all found it hilarious. But a high up teacher? Damn. Not a low down. You low down teacher. You low down dog. Lando Calrissian from the Cloud City. High up teacher was walking by and made her pick them up.
You pick up those plastic spoons, every last one of them.
But teacher, I don't want to pick up the plastic spoons.
You do it. You do it.
What is happening? She made them pick up all the plastic spoons and then put them all in the bin. The bin? Plastic spoons in basura. He was probably very confused over the whole situation. Listen to me, guys. Do you have a better story than this? I challenge you. Number 14 minus 1. A giant head of lettuce that had just suddenly appeared on his desk. Where did he get it? People are into heads of lettuce, but I'm into 2 titties of lettuce. A really nice, perky, like hemispherical pair of lettuce titties. I think it could catch on. And I'm going to find a way to genetically enhance lettuce so that they grow in like double, and maybe I'll have them be in different sizes that I refer to as different cup sizes of pairs of titty lettuce. Will you fund my idea? Okay, my Streamlabs link will be provided for you right now. I think I can get this off the ground with little to no effort. 1 day away from my birthday. I didn't think that a great idea would come, But, it's not the only one who's going to be coming when they see my titty lettuce. Ooh, Lord. And then, because Coom is nutritional. Let me see here. Nutritional. What?
You're looking this up when you're doing school-related lists.
Oh my God, you're right. The list that I'm looking up should not, yeah. Okay. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 12, Christmas ornaments. They were throwing them at each other, and it eventually caused a fight. Next to that would be a curtain rod. He found it and kept hitting people with it. Can you imagine a little kid finding a curtain rod? He must have thought he was motherfucking, Goku with a power pole that he was going to make extend. He must have thought he was fucking Aang with a staff,
But we did that with markers.
You made markers seem like staffs. What do you mean?
Yes. Did you never have did you never stack markers?
You can't you can't get any aerodynamic, action with markers that have been attached, because if you attach more than 4 or 5 markers, if you were to try to twirl that like a staff, it would just be compromised. They'd fall apart.
What kind of flimsy markers were you using?
Listen.
Just flipping them around, would just make them fall apart.
You need a proper staff with girth like Kyle. Thick. Meaty.
Look, man, just because you used flimsy markers doesn't mean that all of our markers sticks.
Yeah, stiff markers.
Sticks and staffs.
Flimsy markers, floppy. That's what you're trying to say. The markers are floppy.
And just
flaccid, even.
Fall.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
I saw some in my time that were 8 markers long. All right, and they were nice and smackable with,
And smackable with.
Yeah, you could.
If anything, I'm proud of my width, but that's not the kind of width which I might smack a person 8 markers tall. I stacked the markers 8 markers tall. And there was a hole in the wall where the boys can see it all. As we continue up to number 11 on this list. I'm going through these real fast. There was a boy in my 7th grade class that wasn't allowed to have coins because he would eat them. Wasn't allowed to have coins because he would eat them. But then who was coin? Okay? I'm going to find one entry to turn into a creepy entry by the end of this list. Just one. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 10. A can of Cheese Whiz. It was from a student visiting from another country. She was enamored of the incredible canned cheese product that she had discovered. She used to put it on her... No, these are young.
Kids. What is wrong with you?
Shut the hell up. I didn't say it, okay? So much so that she kept either opening her backpack to stare lovingly at it, or just taking it out during class to get some sweet, sweet, cheesy goodness. It was pretty cute, actually. Cute. I made sure she got her cheese product returned to her at the end of class. Man, did she love Cheese Whiz.
I've heard the age-old debate of it being real cheese and if it's actually good or not.
You're such a cheese hoe. I love it. Ba-ding, ding, 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 ba-ding, ding, 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 ding. You're a cheese hoe. I like a cheese hoe. What?
And I can't put in my 2 cents because I don't really eat cheese, but can you? Have you ever had Cheese Whiz?
I'm about to cheese your mouth. You understand?
Don't say that.
Don't say that. There aren't enough big titties in the world for the amount of Cheese Whiz that the world gonna need.
Answer the damn question. Have you had it? And if you have, do you think it's good, like real cheese?
Can I answer this with a button on the soundboard?
I won't be able to hear it, but sure. Never mind, I heard it.
I guess you heard it. Yeah.
So it's
I guess you heard that high bar set for comedy in here.
So it's crap. You heard it here first, folks. Kyle thinks that Cheese Whiz is crap.
Anyway, as we continue up this fucking list, number 9, right? My sister's teacher had to call my dad about a suspicious powder that my sister was eating out of a bag at school. She was dipping her finger in a bag of powdered Jell-O and eating it and letting other kids do the same. Number 9. Oh my god. As we get to number 8, Ro.
My goodness, I'm surprised the plague doesn't just start at schools with how gross kids are.
Suspicious powder.
Yeah, man. It'd be extra suspicious if it were white.
Bro, some people just, you can, there's a lot of things where you just need to add water. And for the most part, some of your saliva will get it done. Get the job done. Let the kid eat his suspicious powder. Who is he hurting with his suspicious powder? Not you. There's suspicious powder falling in Texas right now that's making people freeze to death. Is that funny? I don't think it is. I'm sorry. You know, sometimes I'm not sure what's come over me. But if you're in need as we approach my birthday, we can set up things coming over you. You know what I mean? Coming over you. And then I have a sound for that. Here it is. Okay, number 8, chef's knife stuffed in the wristband of his sweatpants. Why is there no underwear specified? Sometimes I can't even get to ingest, to just let it sink in what I'm reading before it gets really crazy. So some kid brought a chef's knife that was stuffed into the waistband of their sweatpants, but you're going on to tell me that there was no underwear? You know, is this really necessary?
I mean, you're sticking a sharp object in your pants, and not only is there at least some fabric protecting you and the rest of from a blade, but there is nothing, and it's cold.
Cool, dude. I'm not sure I can handle your entry. What were you doing with anything by Jimmy Fallon? Wait a minute. Is this like a thing that people get people as a gift, but it's like not ironic? Can you imagine I'm not sure I could hide. Like, there are a lot of things that you do when you're in a socially, tense situation. Say you're with family and you're having to be fake so that, you know, they don't kill you or get suspicious enough to actually engage you in conversation. That's the last thing you want, is to be in the midst of family and have to act like, you know, y'all are friends or some shit like this. Cool Dude says, I got one. One time I was reading the book Jimmy Fallon's Thank You Cards in class. My teacher, I guess, saw some random page, pulled me into the hallway and complained at me and confiscated the book. If I received a book that was written by Jimmy Fallon and there wasn't like a hollowed out space inside of it with a gun, I'd be like, what is this? You know? The look on my face. Yeah, y'all got poop knife references in here, True Silver. Cool Dude says, Kyle, it was a book that I bought. I used to like him. Wow. You know, I guess we all have, Jared, how dare you come in here talking about Overwatch 2? The only reason I'm acknowledging this thing is because I'm not going to be rude and pretend I didn't see it. And also, I'm actually going to need to go into Overwatch to capture some footage for an upcoming video on Marvel's Avengers. But honest to God, who gives a shit? That stupid ass game, my dude. I'm mad that that game is another game that I could actually be playing if they just had one mode that turned off the goddamn skill-based matchmaking. Not only is Overwatch a game that's unbearable because of SBBMM, but the worst part is you trying to actually go into that motherfucker and having to wait 7 to 12 minutes to find a match. What kind of hoe shit is that? You know what I mean? And it's weird, out of touch shit like this that makes games so not fun. And again, if people were confused about what makes games fun, you would be able to give them a pass. But when you look at games like Halo, when you look at games like Modern Warfare 2, hailed as some of the best games in their genre, they didn't do this shit, right? When you look at games like Team Fortress 2, that people are still playing to this day, they didn't do this shit. But Overwatch wanted to be different, and I'm glad it's a niche game at this point that really appeals to whoever wants to play it. But it took what could have been everybody staying interested and took a hot dump on it. I don't give a fuck about Overwatch 2, but I am eager in the same way that I'm eager for more content for Marvel's Avengers to see Overwatch 2 come out, because it's like, I want after the dust settles with Overwatch 2 to be able to go, see, Blizzard, did you think someone would care? You dirty motherfuckers. Blizzard got one thing to keep a dude like me interested. Diablo 4. When's that gonna come out? 2024? Who gives a fuck? Not for me, is what I'm saying. And you can like it, and that's fine. You know? There's nothing fundamentally wrong with Overwatch. It's just kind of uninteresting, stale, and they've overstayed their welcome at this point. Not saying that there's no time or place in the world for Overwatch 2 to come out, but it's like, bruh, you reaching cyberpunk levels at this point as far as how long it's been since you've announced it. And if you don't follow through with something adequate, because, sorry, this is probably the best way to frame it. I didn't articulate this, and I apologize for that. The big thing with Overwatch 2 to me is that it is in no way a sequel. It feels like an expansion. If anything, this is Overwatch 1.5, not really 2. Overwatch 2 implies there are enough things in it to justify it being a sequel. So if Overwatch 2 launched with a certain amount of maps and a certain amount of characters, Overwatch 2 better come with the same amount of maps and characters. If not, make substantial changes and additions to the game that make it feel full and fresh and worthy of everybody's time. For you to release a multiplayer game and then be like, okay, now we're going to add a single player game, but you're calling that a sequel? Nigga, please leave. Do you know what I mean? Overwatch 2 isn't really a sequel. Okay? If I gave you a can of soda and then a thimble of soda after that and called this the sequel, number 7, all right? A homemade shiv. Wait a minute. What is happening? Wait a minute. What the fuck? First it's straight up plastic spoons and paper cranes. Multiple times. Then it's getting weirdly, erotic. And now it still is erotic with the blades. You know what I'm talking about? Some people are into that.
Becky, don't bring them into class. You know what it does to me. Oh, jeez, Becky. Let me smash.
Wait a minute.
Do you have that button?
If I could find it. Oh.
Smash.
Let me smash.
All right. Number 6. Wait. A homemade shiv, number 7. His dad had just gotten out of jail and had given it to him, so he brought it to school. Well, show and tell, show and tell. He wasn't going to use it. He just wanted to show everybody. Damn. I teach kindergarten, by the way.
That's too young to be having a shiv be handed to you.
You could say that it's never too young to learn how to use a shiv.
Ha ha ha.
That's kind of like me trying to do the guy from the stabby guy from Futurama. So there it is. Cool Dude says, hey Kyle, what are your thoughts on the recent Nintendo Direct? I thought it was really good. If y'all want to know something crazy, I could tell you right now, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a man, and I'm comfortable in my manliness. People try to frame me as a misogynist because I like big titties. I just love titties just popping out of a top. But the Nintendo Direct had a little bit of Animal Crossing news, and that got Kyle excited. But everything else was kind of whatever. I don't really care about Smash, even though I own it. But after the Direct, a trailer for a Shin-Chan game came out. And you can ask Dia. I watched this trailer, and
Have no audio for that, yeah.
I watched this trailer, right? And I wept. I don't know what it was about this game, this quaint. People use the term cozy a lot. I don't know what it is about this adaptation of a cartoon that's almost 30 years old at this time. I watched it when I was very young. And then to know that Japan is, yeah, they're putting out this, like, what would you call it? If it was a anime, you'd call it like a slice of life, where he's just running around, he's catching bugs with his little net, he's fishing in little lakes, and he's talking to people, and the music is all sweet, and it's just well animated and beautiful, and everything's glistening and glimmering, and it's so beautiful. And it just hit me off guard. They didn't include this in the direct. But I guess maybe if the Japanese people got their own direct, it was in theirs. It's so sad when I think about how some things are just not meant for us.
Yep.
They don't believe that it will appeal to us, so, it is left out of whatever. But no, I lost it. I lost it watching this. I saw it at, I guess, either the right time or the wrong time, depending on who you ask. And I could barely handle it. It's so pretty. It really took my bitch ass back. And I'm super excited about the idea of getting something like this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I haven't thought about it in so long. Maybe it's been so long and that's what made me crazy. But yeah, I guess that's my answer. I watched the entire direct and I didn't really care. Just made jokes and was kind of rude. Talking over it. If anybody actually wanted to see the direct, it would be one of the worst streams for them to have joined me to watch. But you know me, I'm a dork, I'm a twerp, and I liked Animal Crossing, and that was it. But I had more profound a reaction for a game that was made off of a damn near 30-year-old anime about a little boy just doing his thing. About a really real little boy, as far as I'm concerned. A lot of animes are portraying, nonsense and silliness and ramping it up to the maximum. But this boy was pretty real. This is how like a kid would really be, because fuck it. And then there's an English dub of this show, which really just cranks this little bastard up to the maximum. If you've seen, I think it was on, I don't want to say Adult Swim, but it must have been Adult Swim. The English dub. Crazy show. And there's my answer. Teddy says you should see the show. It's hilarious. Bro, obviously I've seen the show, man. I saw it ages ago. And I've seen little bits of the English version as well, which is nuts. Oh, it was Toonami. Okay, True Silver. Okay. I remember, I thought it would be Adult Swim because I remember the English dub really making this kid a little piece of shit. Running around naked and pulling out his penis all the time. And like, it's kind of not exactly innocent, but just bratty and dumb. With the Japanese, but with the English, it's kind of like perverted. It's almost like he really took some sick joy in exposing himself to people. And it's funny how a different dub will help convey some stuff. But pretty real for being a kid. You guys are going to think some really weird... If you've only ingested the English version of this show, you're definitely going to think Kyle a strange man for identifying with Shin-chan. And that is not right. You should just eradicate any and everything that you've just heard. Imagine I'm taking out a neuralizer from Men in Black and just zapping your ass.
You know that what that's doing is it's going to be ingrained in people's minds even harder.
Whatever. Ingrain me harder. Number 6. The first thing that comes to mind, a drawing of a peanut. There are a lot of things that are and are not contraband. A drawing of a peanut? One kid said that he had a peanut allergy, so a boy drew a peanut on a piece of paper and started shoving it in the other boy's face and being a general dick with it. This is something that Shin-chan would do. Dia?
Children are assholes. And to be more specific,
This guy has a peanut allergy.
boys are assholes.
He's got a peanut allergy. Look, are you dying? Are you dying? Get that away from me. I can feel the strength leaving me. Number 5. A wine cooler that looked like a Capri Sun. This was a second grader, and she was just getting ready to drink it. You know, you're in second grade, you have a long day, you want to unwind. It's socially fine, you know, you're not an alcoholic, you're just doing a little... I'm kidding. She's in second grade, guys. That's the joke. What I love is that many of these are reoccurring. You know, you're reading an entry and the person's like, yeah, so I have to take a bunch of plastic spoons. And you're thinking, oh, that's interesting. I'm sure I won't see that again. Somebody's like, yep, so I found this kid with a knife. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I'm sure I won't see that again. Somebody else is like, so they're drinking alcohol in the second grade class. Number 4, I had to take a computer away from a kid because he had 2 Google tabs open with naked nude Pokemon porn. Well, like 2 of those terms are unnecessary. You know what I mean? First of all, Pokemon wear clothes. You know what I mean? You could probably just type in Pokemon and porn. I mean, I'm no wizard. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure if we just type Pokemon into the internet, there are not a lot of clothed versions of Pokemon that are going to show up. You may need to type maybe that's a real variation of the kink. You want to see them with clothes on. That's your kink. I love kinks that are super specific and strange. I love them.
Which one do you love the most?
I would say that if somebody had a kink for clothed Pokemon, closed versions of things that are normally nude, that would be amazing. Like that does it for them. Like they're just like, oh my God, mercy. They're just like, oh, he's wearing pants. Excuse me. So they had this open in tabs in my class. Taking a computer away isn't super weird, but the reason has always stuck with me for a while. Why you getting up these kids' butts with that Rule 34? Rule 34 is what makes everything a little bit more spicy, you know? Come on. You know, I would never, honestly, maybe I would never have given Five Nights at Freddy a chance if I hadn't looked up Five Nights at Freddy SFM porn. Do ya? It was then that I thought to myself, maybe Five Nights at Freddy's isn't so bad.
You furry, you claustrophobic.
You know, I'm thinking like, oh my God, what is with all this stupid pony shit? But then I thought, My Little Pony, SFM porn. You know, maybe this isn't so bad. You know, my MLP, you know, SFM, futa porn. Wow. You know, this is pretty, you know, I can set my, you know. And it's like there's 2 pairs of titties.
I think.
So it's, you know, I can enjoy it in a big way. It's like there's 2 girls, you know, and it's not real. So the dick's not real, so it's not gay. You know, I wouldn't get off to like a man with boobs, like a she-male, like a tranny with boobs banging another girl. I couldn't do that. But it's not real. It's just a bit of the futa, the FNAF futa, SFM, the MLP, SFM, FUTA futa, PORN. Damn it.
You know,
The hentai, the Rule 34. You gotta love it. You're such a fucking degenerate. I love it. Poppin' that boner, girthy and veiny coomer. What happened?
I said in 5 years when you come out as a furry, we'll all be accepting.
I couldn't come out as a furry unless there was something in it for me. It would need to be a real motherfucking jackpot situation. Are you listening to this voice and thinking, man, I'd love this guy to coom in my... I'm kidding. I'd love this guy to be a voice in my video game. Make it happen. But are you thinking, if this guy were a furry, I would commission him more? Then show me where to sign up.
I mean,
Isn't furry a state of mind? Just like if I wanted to become a woman?
what?
I said it.
No.
Yeah. So, you know... I identify as Bowser. Boom. That's it. Isn't that what people do? They just steal like a popular pre-existing intellectual property and go,
Okay, I'm Sonic, but like instead of blue, he's black, bro.
That just reminds
No one's done that before.
That just reminds me of the creepy living situation that someone was in with someone thinking that they were like the real life reincarnation of like Final Fantasy characters. Just creepy shit.
what if Bowser was actually just, Oh my god, I just realized something. I always play Bowser in any Mario game. It's not just Mario Party. I play Bowser in Mario Kart. I play Bowser in like tennis games. He usually just has like the power. Oh my god. What if I've been Bowser inside all along? As far back as N64, yeah, I was maining Bowser in like kart games because I don't know. I like having the power. Fuck you. Hey, you ever heard of this game called Snowboard Kids? I miss Snowboard Kids so much. I should download an emulator for that game. Snowboard Kids 2. I'm gonna get sad. I'm aging so hard. And there aren't enough titties to take me back. Take me back. Yeah, yeah. Snowboard Kids 2. This game was made by Atlas. I wonder if trying to play it would be an emotional experience.
Maybe.
I think if I were to go back and try to access memories, when I was playing on N64, this would have been when Blockbuster was still a place. I don't remember owning Snowboard Kids 2. So I think I rented it for a considerable amount of time. And I really liked it. Blockbuster.
I remember Blockbuster, but I never like rented any games.
Holy crap. I have just broken myself. Sapphire said Bowser Golf. Wait a minute, is Bowser in golf?
Probably.
All I know is the golf game that we saw on the Nintendo Direct was like,
Look, bro, just run to where you hit the ball. First person to get the ball in.
and I was like, oh my god, yes, because golf is boring, so zhuzh up this boring ass game. As we continue and finish this list, okay, we arrive at number 3, an uncooked chicken breast. This is disgusting. This is the first one that's actually gotten a rise out of me in a capacity where I'm like, you damn right, you better confiscate that. What is this kid doing with salmonella in his goddamn pocket? This kid had an uncooked chicken breast.
Is this a creepy story?
2 uncooked boneless chicken breasts. The student had 1 in each pocket. My god. Dual wielding salmonella, says a responder. +5 poison damage each. It just got biological warfare in here.
It's me, Kyle. Look at my wings and big boobs. I am the biological war fairy. I bring poison in my wake. You've heard of COVID. That's foolishness to us. Let me show you real plague.
Damn. Did this fairy, the biological war fairy, just laugh at COVID? It's killing niggas out here, man. We dying out here, and you laughing, fairy?
Yeah, bitch, that shit ain't a damn thing. Where we from, babies be making that.
Babies be making that. Fairy, why you talk like this?
You the one with the salmonella, bitch.
You're right. She's right. I am the one with the salmonella in this bit. Number 2, Ziploc bags filled with water. When you're too poor for balloons. That was a trend for a while at my school. What do you mean a trend?
Hey, y'all got them Ziploc bags? Oh, yeah.
Kids would claim that they needed it in case they got thirsty. But usually they would just try to pop them in each other's laps during class.
What would...
You know, in Jamaica, which is a very hot country, especially back in the day.
That would be something that would be welcomed?
No, we had something called bag juice. I don't know what to tell you. It never seemed weird when I was younger. But as I got older, I realized, oh no, this was juice in a bag. But it was bag juice. And it was awesome. You would just pierce the side of it and then suck the shit out of it. It was amazing.
We had something like that in Mexico.
Of course, Hispanic people would know what shit like this is like, but white people don't understand bag juice.
Third world countries unite.
And I didn't realize it was weird, even a little bit, until, unfortunately.
Do you encounter...
And this still looks delicious.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's really no different than a what do they call them? Like a Flavor Pops? Like a, man, what do you call those? What do you call the little, the Pops? You know, the flavor popsicles? The ones in the long tubes at a grocery store you get them?
So many names.
Freeze Pops. How did I not know that? I should have known that because Freeze Pop is the name of this synth bullshit band that I love.
Why is your shit in caps lock? So aggressive.
Science genius girl. Just to flex once again, back in my day, I played a game called Frequency. Frequency was made by Harmonix. It came out on PlayStation 2. Let's look that up to give people a look. Frequency, Harmonix. Frequency came out on PlayStation 2. It was one of the first music games I ever played outside of, a bit of DDR in the arcade and shit. It was a rhythm kind of, match the beat type game, but you could play other tracks and stuff like that. It was very interesting, very cool. It took a bunch of, popular songs at the time and not so popular songs, and it allowed you to play through them. It was very interesting, very fun, very in my face. The people who made Frequency went on to make a game called Amplitude. And it was after Amplitude that they went on to make the Rock Band games. So I unknowingly played the predecessor to the Rock Band games. Like the dweeb that I am, I could never have known. But I was in on the ground floor of that bullshit. How cute. That was back when I was discovering Katamari Damacy for the first time. I don't know what in God's name. I remember the day that I was in GameStop. And these were in days where I couldn't know reviews. I didn't, have anything to tell me. Something about this cover sold me on this game. And it was one of the wisest things that I'd ever done in the way of decisions. Katamari Damacy remains one of my favorite games to this day. And it's hard. Oh yeah, it's girthy, it's throbbing, it's difficult. It's difficult to describe what or whom I may have become without games like Portal, Katamari Damacy, and then more music bullshit to mold me.
And Pokemon.
Pokemon, of course. But I would say Pokemon made me a little bit more moody than anything.
It may have gotten you started in a competitive mood.
I wouldn't go that far. I would say that Pokemon set a bar high enough that allowed me to scrutinize things as we moved into the future. And again, I don't think I've played a game as dope as Gold and Silver. If Gold and Silver were the ones, and I believe that they were, where when the game ends, you jump aboard the SS Anne, and then you go back to the Kanto region, and you can play through the entire Kanto region, I have never felt like I've gotten that much bang for my goddamn buck in a video game since. And that's bullshit, because it genuinely made me feel as if I got two fucking games in one. Yeah, I love Kanto. Yeah, I love Generation 1. You know, you're an old head, you're a Pokemon fuckboy, of course you're gonna. And to be honest, let's be real. I don't think that any of the Generation Pokemon that have come after 1 have really nailed the purity of what Pocket Monsters should be. Some of those first generation Pokemon were effortless in their elegant and insane beauty. You know, a lot of people want to poke fun. Oh, Ekans is just Snake backwards. Oh, Ponyta is just a fucking horse that's on fire. Bitch, we didn't need to try. And they're that good looking. Ponyta evolves into Rapidash, fuckboy. Look at how beautiful it is. Its shiny version has blue flames. What do you want? What more do you want? What more do you want? It looks so good. Yeah, look at the cotton candy Ponyta. Even the best new Pokemon are variations on Gen 1 Pokemon. Your shiny Ponyta is a beautiful blue. The blue needs to be more brilliant. I'm not sure why it's so dull in the shiny version. You really fucked it up, Pokemon. Get your shit figured out. But Cotton Candy Princess Beautiful, you know, I'm just over it.
Do you remember the other Pokemon from the new Pokemon games that you really, really like?
That's the bottom line, and call me an old man where I'm all, you know, biased. But I can't, you know, remember new Pokemon that I'm crazy about. Not like I can Gen 1. It's effortless. What's the new Pokemon now? Pokemon Shield. No. Well, so both of them. Sword. Pokemon list. Oh my god. They're trying too hard. All of these Pokemon, they remind me of like Digimon. With how explosive they are, bro. That was the beauty of a lot of the old Pokemon, was that they were really just like, hey, look out the window. What you see out there? A lizard, like a turtle. All right, man. Stand one of them turtles up on 2 legs. Make that lizard like a bright color, and let's get out of here. That was Pokemon. And some of the newer Pokemon that I love are that easy too. And the rude part is, we all judge Pokemon based on cuteness and like what's that whipped cream Pokemon? I just saw it. Whipped cream Pokemon.
Oh my god, it's so
And the
cute.
little color variations that it comes in.
Look at her. Oh, jeez. What a
Do
cutie.
you remember her giant version?
Oh my god, the blueberry. Ooh. Ooh, she's cute.
Yep.
She's cute.
Yep.
Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it.
It's nice and simple and to the point.
There are a lot of Pokemon that are overdoing it, man. I don't think there are a lot of all creamies. I don't think there are a lot of okay, let me look. Okay, look. Let's look up a Pokemon Sword. Pokemon West. There's probably a better way to search for that, but is this a big thing? It looks like it could be. Let's try opening that in an image tab. Boom shakalaka. Oh, we're including all of the Pokemon in the game physically, and that's okay too. The starters licked my ass. I hated Grookey, I hated Scorbunny, and I hated Sobble. Or Sobble. I hated them all. And I don't think anything was uglier than Inteleon, which was the final.
Sobble is cute.
Okay. You know what we're forced to do, Dia, is compare them. Is Sobble a Squirtle? You hell nah. You see what I'm saying? Sobble is no Squirtle. All Pokemon starters. Let's take a real look here, okay? Now, yes, I'm unrealistically biased to my Generation 1. But of course I could not lie and say to you, I like Totodile, I like Mudkip, and I definitely like Oshawott. He's a real cutie. I'm a little water bitch, So yeah, I'm all about Oshawott, Mudkip, and Totodile. I don't like the other water Pokemon, let's face it, okay? Looking at the fire Pokemon, I remember Charmander, Cyndaquil, I love them. Torchic got nothing going on as far as I'm concerned. The monkey, ugh. The pig, ugh. The bunny, what's his name, Fennekin? He wasn't bad. Is the bunny's name Fennekin? It's not like me to remember any Pokemon's names that aren't like old as hell. There you go. I remember the little he's cute. He's fine. Not that I'm judging them based on how cute that they are, but I don't know. I like him. For the grass Pokemon, Dia, I like Bulbasaur, Chikorita. I don't care for Trico. I like Snivy. Snivy looks like Snivy has a great name too, because it seems kind of snooty. Look at him. Look at that little bastard. I love him. Wow, that's great. But come on, from a quality perspective, and then I do like the owl, of course. Of course I like the owl, I remember Liz one day came into the Discord and she was talking to me about like a Pokemon type of game. And she said, oh, it was like Pokemon, but it doesn't hold your hand. And I may have come off a little bit too intense and said, whoa, put some respect on Pokemon's name. You know what I mean? Because Pokemon understands that 100% of what it needs to devote attention to, what is the priority, is the design and the look of the Pokemon themselves. The monsters come first. Everything else needs to come second. The monsters need to take priority in how they look and as far as the appeal is concerned. Whatever she was proposing to me in the way of the game that was kind of similar to Pokemon, it was selling itself on being a Pokemon clone, and I would have preferred if it were selling itself on its monsters. That's what would reel a person like me in, was it understanding, hey, look at these monsters. This is what we're selling our game based on. Not on the fact that it's similar to Pokemon. Even Neopets, in my opinion, knew that the more attention that they put into making their little creatures creative feeling and seeming feeling. You really feel like the Neopet, Dia.
Do you remember the Pokemon from Sword and Shield that was like highly sexualized?
Highly sexualized. I don't think anything gets more sexualized than God. Is it Gardevoir? Is that who I'm thinking about?
Yes, but there was one in the new Pokemon that was sexualized.
It was the one that was like a alien
looking, yeah. Do you remember their name?
No.
It's like Hatterene. There they are.
Yeah, Hatterene.
Pink and blue.
Do you think I would pretend for a second that any of these asswipes are jumping off the page for me? Because the ones that I'm liking the most are actually older Pokemon that were just included in the base game for Togepi, Clefairy. Look at Clefairy though, for real, Dia. Look at my Pokemon and how perfect they are. Clefairy. If you were to judge Pokemon on how much you want to hug them, who wins? Generation 1 wins.
They're all very fluffy.
Generation 1 wins. Clefairy, Gengar, Dia. He's a little monster. Oh my god.
Bitch, Snorlax.
Gengar's the best. Give me the little swaying thing. I want like the sprite of Gengar swaying. Gengar sprite? No, you're going too far. How about this? Oh my
my god, a Gengar.
He's great. Little bastard. That's a little motherfucker. That's a Pokemon I want to have. Come on. Why did you make me show people Pokemans? Now they're going to think I'm dumb. Jeez. You know, I had all of this momentum going. And then... You heard that? What was it? Hmm?
Do you think it's your dog? We're in a creepypasta, boy.
It's such a confusing sounding noise.
Yep.
Because it sounded like a fly came by my microphone. And it was just amplified in my headset.
And it is not.
But you heard it.
Yeah?
So it's like, what was that?
I don't know. It may be their dog. I don't know. If it's their dog, I'm worried for that dog. More so than normal.
Look, I think I need to make it safer. And I think the best way to do that is to start putting on, music that will make it safer. So.
Do you want this video copyright struck real fast?
Guys, let me end this list.
You could have muted that time.
Oh, I was supposed to mute it before I make all these gross Kyle noises, and for that I apologize. But you know what? Maybe you can give me a bit of a break as we approach my birthday. You know, I apologize, you know? I apologize, and I want you to help yourself, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and drop a link in the description / the stream chat for you, because I love you, you know? And I want us all to better ourselves by bettering each other, by just having quick gropes, by just taking quick inhales, by just basking in the beauty, in the greatness that is the gross Kyle noises of it all. Okay? No more Lavender Town theme. No more talking about Science Genius Girl from Frequency, the predecessor to the Rock Band games. No more Katamari Damacy. No more Pokemon. That's how we got there. Jesus Lord. We didn't even finish the entry, so we're going to finish it now.
No, you finished it.
Ziploc bags filled with water. That was a trend for a while at my school. Kids would claim that they needed it in case they got thirsty, but usually would just try to pop them in each other's laps during class.
He pissed himself. Water ziplocked him good. Water ziplocked him good.
Waste of bags.
Oh my God. Jesus is using my new emoji.
You have a new emoji?
It's Poggers, but Wolverine. It's the Poggers, man.
That's what I was seeing you do the other day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you make me emotes.
The Poggers, man, the Poggers, man.
Because I need emotes, you dick.
I wish that the press gave a shit about this terrible fucking Marvel's Avengers game, and nobody can argue with me on that, because if they did, they'd be running headlines as dumb as the ones that I'm always running. This bitch-ass game still can't replace campaigns 6 months after. It's almost sad. It's almost not funny how sad it is. For real. Y'all can attack me You know, these defenders, because the game sucks, but it's not my fault. I didn't make it this way, and neither did the pandemic. You can't be working on something for years. For years. Man, it's time for some of that Vicks. I'm like properly congested.
When you were gonna use it. I said I was wondering when you were gonna use it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at number 1 on this lengthy and ridiculous list. A picture that they drawn of me in a teeny weeny bikini. But was it yellow polka dotted? That she wore for the first time today. Have you heard that song, Dia?
I'm sure that I must have, because of you or because of osmosis.
How have you heard teeny weeny itty bitty yellow polka dot bikini? Itsy bitsy teeny weeny, in fact. Where does the term itsy bitsy come from?
Itsy bitsy spider.
Like the spider that went up the water spout, and then down came the rain and washed the spouter out. Up came the sun, but the sun wasn't enough, 'cause it was so cold in Texas that everyone froze to death.
That's not funny.
And that's not funny.
Also, Gunther made a song about teeny weeny bitty bikini. Gunther.
Did you enjoy this list? Tell me why in the comment section below. Did you not enjoy this list? Tell me why in the comment section below. Tell me why in the comment section below. Tell me why in the comment section below. Oh boy. GoFundMe.
Can I say what I would get confiscated during class?
Cruz's family's Cancun trip rattles their private school. Parents demand enforcement of quarantine rules that will keep the senator's children out of class. Aren't you Ted Cruz's kids? Can you not? Okay. Just a cat sunbathing.
Roll another blunt.
Ooh, I was gonna clean my room and then I got high. I was gonna get up and find the broom, but then I got high. La da da. Jesus Christ. It was a different time, dear. The computer starts up Discord, Spotify, and Steam. Oh, they about to fuck your shit up. I go into my task manager and of course disable all of that bullshit, and you can too. Did you know how to disable things? I mean, if you know anything about a computer, which you fucking should in this day and age, homie, you know, you probably got an SSD. You starting up your computer in the blink of an eye. You starting up a computer in the blink of an eye. But you can, you know, right click or Control-Alt-Delete, bring up that task manager, get over into the startup tab, and just, you know, disable pretty much any and everything you don't want starting up at your bitch-ass computer, you know? Literally right-click that motherfucker, tell it disable, and if you don't want those things starting up, you can take the burden, ease the stress off of your startup process, use programs when you need them. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 Task Manager. I have a bunch of programs that I don't want to start up. Call the goddamn Task Manager. Disable them apps now. Yes. Oh my god, I'm in love with this. It's true. I need it, Dia. I need it. Do you see what he has, Dia?
No, I can't.
This guy has like a bunch of boxes of stuff, blah, 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 stuff. And then this guy just has one box. Do you know what's on the box?
No, it's too far. I can't read.
It just says weed on the box.
That's nice.
All I want for Christmas is you. How come nobody's done that, but with weed? I sing that all year round, bro. I ain't giving Mariah Carey no royalties. I'm gonna have to combine All I Want for Christmas with You Is You with And Then I Got High. And then I got high because I got high. Or maybe I'm high. I can't remember the lyrics. I was gonna look up the lyrics, but then I got high. Damn. Ooh, I was gonna sit down and watch the Star Wars prequels, but then I got high. I've been sitting here for 10 minutes, and I didn't even know what the hell I was doing. Yeah, man. Yeah, hey. Oh, my God. Seraphim Bor says, 800-588-2300. Kyle today. Boom. I apologize. I'm really congested, and that's not acceptable, and I apologize. We could have died because we looked up Gengar too hard today. Can you believe that? Things got a little bit crazy. Gengar don't play, man. That's why Generation Pokemon won. Win. Unironically, you could say that Pokemon Generation 1 won. That's two different... It sounds like the same word. But it's different. Everybody, go live your life. Be happy. Thank you for being here. You know, I don't deserve your attention, but I'm glad that I can be part of your day, your routine, your background, you know. Nothing makes me happier. Go get naked, you know, bathe, shower, live your life and be happy. Don't let anybody spoil what can be just you de-stressing on a daily basis. Nothing is so serious that you shouldn't just take some time for you, unwind. No matter what's going on, no matter how many obligations or responsibilities you need to make sure fulfilled, bro. If you get some fucking time, take it and spend it on you, because it's not time wasted, it's time spent, and you're worth it. Decompressing is gonna make your life make a lot more sense, because if you don't give yourself the opportunity to, you may just have an outburst, and people will judge you harshly based on that outburst. Remember, all they see of you are these little glimpses. When things go wrong, they're not going to be like, well, he's had a tough day. Unless they're crazy, you know, unless they want to slurp you up. No, I understand what it's like. Hey, Dia, what do you think the most complimentary fetishes would be for, like, a guy? No, stop with that noise, God. Excuse me.
What's the rest of that sentence? What do you mean?
No, there's no rest of the sentence. It was basically going to be like, what are a bunch of compliment? Like if a girl was just like,
I love it when he doesn't shower for weeks. And I like it when it's like he goes and like he misses the toilet in there. One time I went in there and he left the seat up. Oh my God, yes. Sometimes he just ignores me. And I can't even think straight. I'm so wet. I gotta towel off. I gotta towel off on that ass. One time I was like expecting that he was gonna love me, and then he was just playing video games all day. And I was thinking about how I'm so fucking lucky. This is everything I want in a man. In a man. I'm trying to think of like more gross stuff. What's gross stuff that men do? I was sleeping next to him and he coughed and burped and farted in his sleep. And I was so wet. I just had to start playing with myself. And he kept farting. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Disgusting.
Why are you bringing bodily fluids and...
The list is over. The list is over. The children don't get to ruin and compromise any and everything that they're around. How dare you do this when yesterday the kids... Please. I'm over these kids. We're all over these... Nope, not in that way. That's a weird way to phrase it. People say hashtag I believe in Anthem still. Oh man, how long until they do that with Marvel's Avengers? Oh, hashtag I believe. Strong alone. Stronger together. Hashtag I believe in Anthem. What a bucket of shit. Can you imagine it getting so sad? Oh no, they have stuff like this too? We all need to remember to temper our expectations. Anthem has been in incubation mode for a while, and no matter what happens next, anything we've seen in this blog post could have changed or been removed. Dia, she has a helmet on like a Anthem dude. Jeez. Hey, y'all want to know what my Lisa bullshit looks like? It looks like this. Marvel's Avengers. Don't make me tell your punk ass again. 2 villains, 1 enemy type, 0 locations. I can't figure out why we're not successful. I like when it goes. Get the fuck out of here. Crystal Dynamics bitch ass. Yo. I should start my own website and start making articles. See if we can really get some footprint on the internet. Red Sun says, yo, Kyle. I don't know if you're into this, but there's a Diablo 4 trailer if you want to check it out. I saw it. It was the Rogue trailer. The one with the ears. It made me feel like I feel in real life where, people don't listen. So I start collecting ears. Will you listen now?
No, they won't be able to listen.
It looks like you asswipes don't need these. I'ma take them to a priest. Alright.
Least.
Only if people see that trailer will they even know what I'm talking about. Really? You're just I'm just a zoo inside a man. So guys, I gotta let you go before my human suit gives, keep it tight, keep it, get it right, get it tight. And I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Stay out of trouble. I believe in you, but do you believe in yourself? And other stupid things that Kyle says. Bye. Love you. Linda's like, no gameplay. I'm dying inside, Linda. I'm dying, Linda. Tomorrow, I'll make up for it. Love you. Bye.